All right, had to grab my phone. Brother Mike here, Matt, but this man is incredibly interesting. Tell me where you're from.
I'm from San Clemente, California. My name's Randy Lewis. I'm the world's #1 track chaser.
And you are around Pensacola, Florida right now.
I am, yeah.
And you gave me and Mike a business card. Let me see your business card. And so he gave me this business card. And he chases racetracks.
I'm a track chaser.
So this racetrack here, what is it on your number?
It's 2,949. It's my 83rd track to see in Florida. This year I've already track chased. I've seen ice racing in France, Austria, and Finland. Next Monday I leave for Australia. I've seen racing in 87 countries.
Okay, now I'm not making fun of everybody like Ben Shelton and all my dirt racers. This is track 422 for me. Back down, boys.
And you know, Schrader is on the list as well as a track chaser. He's somewhere around 325, 350, something like that.
Kenny has raced everywhere except we went to Alaska. I think he's done Australia. Maybe.
I'm gonna chime in just for a second because I was talking to this gentleman as you went and got your phone. Tell him about all. I asked if he's the only one that does this. He goes, "Oh no, we got a group of guys that does."
Yeah, there's about 300 guys who track chase, and they've seen 100 tracks or more. That's just the people who've submitted a list. There's a lot of other people who've seen racing in a lot of places, but they're not officially listed. And I think there's about a dozen who've seen 1,000. I'm more than 1,000 tracks ahead of the guy who's in second place. And I do this about 40 weekends a year. I travel 175 nights a year.
Wow, that's awesome.
I've averaged more than 100 new tracks every year for the past 25 years.
Yeah. So, because I'm worldly, and I think how people are thinking. So, people are going to say, "How are you able to do this?" So, you look like he's a good-looking man. He's well put together. So, obviously, you work for a living, and you're financially doing good, and you're able to do this because my friends sitting their ass home on the couch. Well, I do that too, but I'm working. So what do you do?
Actually, I grew up fairly near you. I grew up around Peoria, Illinois.
Peoria?
Yeah, been in the Midwest.
Caterpillar.
I worked at Caterpillar 3 summers for college, and worked for Procter & Gamble. I retired when I was 52. That was a long time ago.
Procter & Gamble.
Saved my money, now I'm spending it. That's what you got to do when you earn money. Save it and then spend it.
I want to emphasize, earn money. They didn't spend it on a race car like you all did. Okay, Kenny, you got to get involved in this.
Schrader, you gotta come here. This gentleman, you guys introduce yourself.
I'm Randy
track
Lewis.
chaser.
I know you are a track chaser as well.
Yes, and they got. You go on their website. What's the website?
RoamingTheRaceways.com is one, and I have my own website because I'm the world's #1 track chaser at 2,949 tracks in 87 countries.
You got your beat, Schrader.
I'm just a pup.
And I know there are guys
But
who have seen 350.
I've been going through this with them some, and they had me down for a bunch of tracks. And I said, "Well, I never raced there." I said, "Well, we can count if you go." I said, "Well, I don't count if I go."
Right.
But we're closing and we're right at 500.
Oh,
so
good.
we raced at.
Wow, that's crazy.
What? So you ran Alaska. You.
2 states.
So what states have you not raced at?
Tell 'em.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's have fun. What states has Kenny Schrader not raced at?
Piece of cake, Hawaii and Rhode Island.
Yeah. And Hawaii's not a problem.
I got to keep track of my competition.
I've got offers to go to Hawaii and race. That's not a problem.
Oh, my
Rhode
God.
Island
How did
doesn't
you
have
know
a
that?
Rhode Island doesn't currently have a track. Now, every now and then, or they have in the past in Providence run one of them.
The very first one was the Barnyard Raceway in Rhode Island.
No,
Guy races in his backyard.
Yeah, that's not a track.
But see, what you got to think about is everybody comes to track chasing with their own.
Hold on, let's de-bullshit this a little bit. Somebody put a little go-kart track in their backyard.
No, a stock car track.
Stock car track, and they
Raced
call
once a year, and it was a pretty nice little oval, about a quarter mile.
Yeah.
Schrader's in tune to this. I'm watching the side face, and he's like, "Nah."
I mean, it's great. A lot of fun.
When I talk to road course racers in foreign countries, they think oval racing is not racing. So, I mean, everybody's got their perspective, and that's the cool thing about track chasing, is when people showed up, they go, hey, I don't count this, I don't like that, I don't count that.
Okay, so changing subjects. I'm thinking about Kenny Schrader keeping track right now. My brother Mike Wallace, Kenny Schrader, two of the best penmanship people in the world. Their handwriting is incredible. So Kenny, my question is, do you write all this down, and where's your records at?
Oh, they're about 200 feet from me right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So you carry it with you all the time?
It winds up. I've been gone for a while, so I had a
That's cool that you kept track.
book from every year. So
A book from every year. Hey, a fun fact about Kenny Schrader. Do you have your first pay sheet from your first race? What do you have from, I know you got everything.
I got, years ago I redid a lot of stuff, but no, I got the records of it, but I don't think I got that. But I still got some of my original books, but then I made a farm that would just update now every night. So I can't answer that question, but if we find it in the move, I'll know.
So, I don't know everything I'm going to say here, but Kenny had me keep something at my shop for about a week, and he said, hold on to it for dear life, and it was a lot of really nice books. I guess some of your records, and then
yeah, that was the books I'm talking about.
Oh my God,
The books from every year.
yeah.
If you would have lost that, it wouldn't have been good for you, Ken.
I
Do
took
you know how much you made in your first race?
Yeah,
How much?
200.
How much?
200. I don't make
$200 in his first race.
I don't make that a lot of times now.
I was going to say, that's all you're making it right.
Well, this is incredible content. This man I'd never met in my life walked up, said this to me. I said, hold on, let me go get my phone. And then you started talking, and you brought up Kenny. But so you raced in Australia once or twice? Once. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I'm getting this video to 8 minutes, because that's what they like on YouTube. 8 minutes is key.
I raced in Japan.
How many?
I got out of racing in Japan.
How many times did you race in Japan, Mike?
I only went there once. I went to the Twin Range in Motegi.
I ran a Suzuka circuit in Motegi, and I had more fun with the pier. Like, everything is fish over there. You go to McDonald's and you get a rice burger. It's rice, and it's give it to you in place of a hamburger.
Terry Labonte and I raced in Melbourne, and someone gave us their car to go in town to go to McDonald's, and you're driving on the wrong side. We come up to a roundabout, and I'm like, really think about this, Terry. really think about what we're doing.
Which way are we going?
If you can go to McDonald's in an Australian drive-thru, you've done something.
All right, well, I got it to where it was a great 7-minute story, but in the other minute, we got the rice burgers and Terry Labonte and Kenny Schrader on a roundabout in Australia. Tell me your name again.
Randy Lewis, San Clemente, California. World's #1 track chaser.
Give us your website.
It's my name, randylewis.org, but an easy way to Google it is just World's #1 track chaser.
All right, thank you. Is that unbelievable? A guy comes up, and I'm like, hold on, let me go get my phone. All right, well, that's an incredible special. I didn't expect Kenny Schrader to walk up. I hope you all enjoyed that. Respond right here. And remember, we're in podcast form. You can catch us on iTunes or Spotify. JEGS, the leader in high-performance aftermarket car parts.